covered in poison ivy. This place is filling up. I'm gonna have to do some cleaning. The wood I need is hidden back there and then hidden back along the back wall. The first stuff I put in here, of course, is what I need now. I bought this light, I don't know, probably over a month ago now. It's got a Bluetooth speaker built into it. It was originally, what, almost $50. I got it for $18. It did not come with the little chains, and it did not come with the little wire to link them together if you were going to use the Bluetooth. I don't ever expect to use the Bluetooth speaker, but it seemed like a decent light for $18, and camera adjusts so it probably doesn't make a huge difference, but yeah, I think that puts out some pretty good light below it there. I should close the doors and really know. It does what a light's supposed to do. It's way better than that. I was using that big bright one there and then shining it up at the ceiling to bounce off the ceiling to give me light. And I may still use that bright one like pointed back that way if I work out here at night and use this one for above me, but yeah, this is really it's going to give me better light to use. It's not the brightest light in the world, but yeah, I'm really glad I didn't pay $50 for it, but I'm pretty happy with it for $18.
That you on the ground, but as long as it's not, motherfucker. Had to make it out the red clay, run, just run. Our hands up, love. Moving like my nigga Nori, eating on.
Not knowing what I have, I had no idea how I was going to design anything, but now it looks like, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do yet still, but I think those I don't know if the 2x2s are strong enough to use for upright supports and then put boards across. I don't know. I'll figure this out, but yeah, I'm one step closer to having this done. I think I'm going to walk away again, let my ADD take over me. It rained overnight, but I don't know, it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon now. Stuff dries slower here than Colorado. Last 3 summers in Colorado, I'm used to it raining, and like 20 minutes later you go outside and you dig a hole and you can't find wet dirt. Here, it rains and you still have puddles 12 hours later. Well, that's what I got distracted, but Dale next door, he came by with his lawnmower, and it was his first time he mowed most of his lawn this year. It's not his lawn, it's the area he rents here. I'll show you next door to us here. But he mowed all this, and all of this clover and grass was as tall as that is. So what I'm thinking of doing is I need some compost. There you can see how much of it's laying out there. I think I'm going to take a rake and a wheelbarrow and steal myself some compost from Dale. I don't know if it's stealing if he knows I'm doing it, but I should clean up over this side. No one can see here, so I just keep garbage here. I'll show you where the bathroom shower is going to go. Pretty much where our tent one is right now, but the tent doesn't stay up very well and the zipper broke on it. Mainly the zipper broke on it. That's why we want to build something better. But I'll open up this door 90 degrees. But from that door to basically that bush, I want to put up a privacy fence with a nice big gate in it here. I'll move my steel back there. This has to go over there still, and I can keep my my little treasures where no one else will see them. Oh, hey, Silver. How are you? Hey, Silver, come here. Silver. How are you? Did you just wake up? Is that why you got those big stretches? Yeah. Did you just wake up? I get to build a compost bin. I picked up some pallets, some fairly long pallets, and they have few of them have a lot of boards on them, so I'm just going to take the one and just use it as like a wall for the back wall. I'm going to take this one down here and cut it in half and use it as 2 side walls, and I'll probably build a middle wall too. But I just looked up and you weren't recording. I have no clue why, but I got it 1 pallet turned into 2 pallets. I don't know what of that you saw. One side down, one to go. This one floating might be harder. We'll find out.
Yes, 2 Cayennes from...
Hear them like 3 times in 7 months.
If you hear sirens in the canyon, someone's dead.
Usually. Now my original idea was to add to the top of that back one so it was at the same height.
Yeah.
Because I just thought it looked good the same height all the way around.
Yeah.
I still can, still probably will. Yeah, I think I'm going to add so same height all the way around. Either had to add to the top or the bottom, and the top seemed, structurally it seemed better to add it to the top.
so many things I wish I could change. Don't know if I do it given the chance. There's so many things I've had to learn, but I'm grateful they made me who I am. Another year goes by and I can't seem to figure out, how did I end up here again? When life gets tough, you wanna hide away. Everyone seems to know the answer.
That'll work perfect.
Poor little guy. I'm sorry I forgot to water you today.
I've hammered it out a couple times in my life. I don't know why I don't have my tool belt on full of screws. You know that, honey?
What?
I should have my screws in my tool belt. I keep having to go grab them, and
Probably.
I completely forgot I own a tool belt now. Having everything on you all the time is kind of handy.
Yeah, I bet. I put some along the backside here too a little bit. I don't know how well any of that up here.
I don't know, the seed's cheap. It doesn't hurt much to keep trying.
Yeah, here. And today over there was a huge clump. Or was it yesterday? It was yesterday. And I was just picking sprout after sprout after sprout off the ground and throwing it in a different direction to where there was nothing. Figuring the ground was wet enough it would take. But the little clumps all over where you can see where they've washed from the rain. There's like 100 seeds right here. Just full little clumps. Crazy to me.
Doesn't look all that bad. Even pretty level. A couple of crooked boards still I have to attach. I want to attach more supports across the back. Yeah, it should work well. This side just a little bit buried. That side floating on a leg. Oh, a rock for me to trip over. Yeah, I just got to put a few more boards across the back here. Maybe a couple more on the inside, because I like that side, those inside ones. But I put some, so now these inside ones are both sturdy. That should help sturdy it all. Hey, that's the second time I went to the camera and went to stop recording, and what? I wasn't recording? Oh, maybe I'll show you what I did. Wasn't very exciting. I just installed that top board, cut it to length with the Sawzall. Two with the bigger boards, the one for the shower and the one for the back of this. Those are nicer than those other cabinets. That'll be a good shower base, and we made a good back base for this one.
If this is that same tree that's up there, I think this is a good place for it.
Yeah, that's not a bad spot.
Because it's right at the edge of the garden.
Yeah.
The driveway won't likely come all this way. Raindrops. I felt a raindrop.
Yeah, where did it start blowing?
It's supposed to rain or something like that.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to rain.
Yeah.
You got seat packets out here if it's going to rain.
Oh, yeah, I do. So it reminded me.
Yeah, it needs the center beam still. So we have 2 spots, but I don't know how important that is. And I want to add a couple more braces to the back. But those other pallets are like 4 inches shorter. I thought they were the same length.
Oh, okay.
So the boards I have are a little short. So I don't know if I might put just a couple angle braces. I might do boards on this half, and this half is 2 separate boards in the center there. I don't know. I'll figure that out another time. I think I'm going to get rained on if I figure it out today.
Yeah, probably.
And it looks way better than it looked this morning. We didn't have the pallets this morning.
No.
Hey kiddo, how are you?
Rain takes back inside. This. Ooh, here comes the raindrop.
Yeah. These marigold seeds empty?
Yes.
Hey Cameron, you feel those raindrops? Surprised you're walking away from the bus. I think one more pallet disassembled to be all the wood I need. I don't know what I'll do with those other 2. Where did I put the flat bar? Have you seen the flat bar?
What?
The flat bar. Black and yellow.
No. No, I haven't. Did you have it out here before?
Yeah, I took a pallet apart with it. Every tool I've needed today, I've just walked right to. Unless I've already used it. And then I don't know where they go. Maybe I'm supposed to pick up all these boards with the nails hanging out of them first. Even though I have my safety Crocs on.
I have my safety Crocs on too.
I do. They say that you're supposed to be able, what's it say? It says,
Yours are actually safety Crocs, that's right.
no. Yeah. They're not really safety Crocs, but they have that non-slip sole. More of an actual bottom on them. So what do you suppose I did? I found it.
Good, because I didn't know what you did with it.
Yeah, they're just gonna break anyway. This stuff on the way.
Oh, I'm gonna grab the camera.
Okay.
Hello.
The rain made me had you burp. I can't even English today. The rain made me had you burp. I brought you in because of the rain. I did work a little bit longer though, There was just one upright back here. Now there's 4. There will be 5. I was trying to figure out what to do with the back because I thought all the pallets were the same length, which meant I had boards to cover the back. But the pallet that I used for the back that had all the boards on it is like 3 or 4 inches longer, maybe 3 inches longer than the other pallets that I got. So I didn't have any boards that are quite long enough. It had the one center beam, and I thought, well, I can just use the center beam, but then I had to have all the boards seam up at the center, and I decided that when I took apart another pallet to get boards for it anyway, I might as well use some of the uprights from the other pallets, and this will allow me to use all kinds of lengths of boards, and just be able to use the least amount of boards possible to get the most amount of coverage. So I built a center wall. It's a couple inches shorter, and then I don't know how much shorter it is this way. But I figured that way we can get compost in one side and flip it to the other side. And I mean, ideally I was going to make this 3 different sections. It was going to be larger. I was going to use IBC totes, but this was free, so this is the way it became. And yeah, if we need a third one, I can always build another one off to the side here. I don't know how many years this is going to last, but it gives us a spot to pile up our junk for now. And we got a compost bin inside the bus now. Haven't had one of those for years. So now my eggshells this morning went into there, and yeah, that'll be kind of handy. It'll probably just be eggshells now that I'm carnivore, but where is this rain coming from? It wasn't supposed to. I gotta bring you inside. I guess this job and you are just not supposed to be done together. Because it wasn't supposed to rain till 8 o'clock tonight. It's 2:17. Bought this lawnmower off Marketplace. I just needed a cheap lawnmower to mow the grass with, and I wanted a brush hog. I got a bunch of brush hogging done in the woods with it. Unfortunately, the first time I used it, I found a cinder block out there, and I bent the blade, and I knocked one of the tabs off that hold the blade in place so it doesn't spin. And then last time I was using it as a brush hog back there, I broke the other tang off. Luckily, I didn't bend the blade again, so I didn't have to buy a new blade, but now the blade doesn't want to stay in place. I think I'm just going to weld a couple tabs onto that little adapter, and I think that'll work. Either way, I got to mow the grass, so I got to get this thing going. Yeah, this thing here used to have a pair of tabs on it that they don't exist anymore, but even a part number on. I could probably buy one of these, but not today, so let's see how the welder does for me. I think that'll work. Yeah, that'll keep it from spinning. But all I need. That went pretty well. That went really easy. I don't know why I waited till it was time to mow the grass to do it and didn't do it a week ago, but I guess probably about 5 days ago, but it's when I was back in the woods and needed it. Look at all that pretty clover I get to cut now. Bees like it, but at a certain point it needs to be cut so it stays thick. Hey, you don't want to watch me mow, do you? Probably not. I'm just gonna mow. See you later.
I know you can't see much in my dark kitchen, but this is the reason why I love 5 o'clock in the morning. Let me see. I don't know if you heard that bird outside, but I love this time of year because it's so light so early. I mean, it is 4:59 right now. And it is so nice and bright out. I love this time of day because nobody is awake. It's peaceful. You have time to remember your dreams and write them down. It's a good time to meditate.
What'd you say?
Except that's not horrifying at all.
Not at all. I was just picking this garbage out of here, and then I thought, what is that? And I picked at it, and check out this red hourglass on the bottom.
Doesn't look like it's a real lively
Is
spider.
it not lively because it's trying to keep its babies there? Here, record it.
Probably.
Let me try to get it so you can see the bottom.
Hang on, let me. Okay. Yeah, it really wants to save its babies. You're gonna have to go put it out in the woods somewhere or something. I can't see
On
the.
the bottom, the red hourglass. That's how
I'm
you know it's
trying to.
a Black widow. See it?
Yep, I see it.
Here, now it's up on the
Oh
stick.
Jesus! No! No! Get away from me! No! Get away from me!
I'm not going towards you. I want you to see. You have the camera.
I could see just fine. Put it back with its fucking babies.
I can see a sea of alpine green, something that will stay.
Well, hi, Cameron. How are you? Thanks for coming out to say hello. Oh, do you need some rubs?
Today is fish emulsion day. These are my Sun Gold cherry tomato plants, and I gotta say, for somebody who is from Minnesota, having a tomato plant that's this big with tomatoes on it outside in my garden on my anniversary, May 11th, is like an insane fever dream or something. It doesn't seem right or normal to me at all in any way, shape, or form. It seems really unnatural, but I am loving it. And my calendula and balsam and nasturtiums and marigolds and chamomile in this pot are doing pretty well. If you ever watched Epic Gardening, he calls it chamomile instead of chamomile, and that absolutely kills me. I think it's hilarious. And for the life of me, I cannot remember why I thought I planted delicata squash in here, except that I think I was going to plant delicata squash in here. I planted 4 seeds in here, all 4 of the same thing. 1 came up. What that is going to be is a moon and stars watermelon, which I'm super excited for, and I hope it grows really well. I hope I can actually grow a watermelon. But I do remember that I planted the delicata in a barrel. One of those over there, I think that tall gray one on the end is where I ended up putting it. And these little guys are my pink Brandywine tomatoes already on the damn vine. I know it's normal for people down here, but this is such a culture shock for me to have like actual plants, like stuff like producing like fruit on plants in like the middle of May is absolute insanity to me, because I mean, I worked in a nursery, greenhouse, and growing like retail and wholesale from 2014 to spring 2020, and I have to say that the entire time I did that, every single year at the end of May, we're coming up on Memorial Day, and we were still telling people, make sure you pay attention to the weather. You're going to have to cover things for like the next week. If you don't have them planted in the ground, don't plant them in the ground until June. Put them in a wagon and bring them inside of your garage. Put them on a tray and bring them inside of your house, because it was just too cold. And here I am, and it's May 11th, and I already have tomatoes on my tomato plants. It's
hopefully it makes the long oppressing humidity worth it. Hopefully. My herbs, on the other hand, I think my dream of one day owning a greenhouse where I sell nothing but herbs is probably going to be a little more realistic down here than anywhere else I've ever been.
The vinegar is definitely working.
Yeah, it looks really nice. It really looks good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I mean, for just being vinegar, not being... But I thought, then I saw all these pretty flowers and thought, before the rain destroys them all. The ones under the power lines look terrible, but that one needs some trimming, but they look better in the summer than they do the winter. And that large one. A couple raindrops on the camera looking up. Hopefully that cleaned them off.
It keeps refocusing
Oh,
because rain keeps hitting my screen.
yeah.